with 2Ls. Now in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a case that created a whole movie franchise other than The Conjuring that is one of the most watched horror movies, and that is Annabelle. Now, for those who didn't know, Annabelle is based off a real case and is actually a real doll, but I'm just gonna get right into it. And as usual, all the products I will be using will be linked down in the description. I hope you guys like it. Let's get right to it. For those who love horror movies, Annabelle is usually one of the top movie picked out there. It is an ongoing movie franchise that is actually based off a real demonic attachment case, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Back in the very early 1970s, a nursing student named Donna got a birthday present from her mom for her 28th birthday, and it was this little Raggedy Ann doll. Apparently, Donna was thrilled to have the gift and immediately started putting it in her house as a decoration. Donna immediately put the doll on her couch as like a decoration and just kind of left it there. Also, Donna was living with another nursing student named Angie, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so everything was just going really well when they started slowly noticing that the doll started moving on its own. Donna would leave the doll on the couch when she left for work, and then when Donna would come back from work, she would notice that the doll was in her room with the door shut, which is really, really weird. And then they would start noticing pieces of paper showing up all around their apartment with the words like "help me" or "help us" on it, with paper that they didn't even own at their apartment, which is really weird. I don't know what I would do if I was just walking around my house and I saw paper on the floor that said "help me" on it. I'd probably not be too happy about that though. And like I said, Aggie, she actually had a fiance named Lou, and he apparently did not like the doll at all. He would say things like, "You guys should just get rid of it." He even went as far as saying you guys should burn the doll, and I guess the doll did not like that at all. One night when Lou was over at their house, they started hearing rustling noises around in one of their bedrooms, and when they investigated, they didn't find anyone or like a break-in or anything, because I thought it was like a robber or something. They didn't find anything except for the doll laying face down in the room. So then when Lou walked in the room, he felt this really sharp stabbing pain in his chest. And when he looked, he saw he had a huge claw mark on his chest, which was really insane. But the weird thing is, 2 days later, the claw scratch was gone, which is really weird because usually scratches like that, because apparently it was like bleeding and stuff like that doesn't just go away in 2 days. It takes like a couple of weeks, or depends on how deep the wound is actually, but that just is insane. After that incident, they decided to call a medium, and that is when things went downhill. Donna and Aggie decided to call a medium to check their apartment and, more importantly, the doll. And when the medium came to the apartment, she said that the doll was haunted by a little girl named Annabell Higgins, who passed away when she was 7, and her body was found nearby years prior. Now, here is something I'm a little confused about. Now, the medium said that she just wanted to feel loved and like welcomed and taken care of, and she told that to these nursing students who didn't know anything. They didn't know anything about paranormal stuff. And I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but I find it really weird that the medium didn't suspect that it was something demonic, because it obviously was, because nice spirits don't just scratch people's chests. Just saying. I don't know, I just think it's so weird how the medium didn't detect that it was something demonic, because usually mediums can, because there have been lots of times when mediums see they see demonic stuff like posing as like vulnerable things, and they can be like, "Oh, that's not a little boy, that is something demonic." And I don't know, but I digress. Okay, now here is where the college students made a almost deadly mistake. Now, I do not blame these students at all, because they did not know anything about paranormal stuff, and it wasn't even their choice for anything paranormal to be happening at all. But when they heard that there was a little girl haunting the doll, they felt bad for the girl, because the medium said "Oh, she just wants to feel loved" and blah blah blah. They gave the spirit haunting the doll permission to have a permanent residence in the doll, which is a very bad thing. You should not do that. So, like I said, I don't blame them or anything, because they didn't know, but demonic or not, you never give a spirit permission to haunt anything or be around anything, because that immediately gives it power. And that's just not a good thing. You should not do. Again, don't blame them, but yeah, they gave the spirit permission to haunt the doll. Gotta take my jacket off, it's so hot in here. After they gave the spirit permission to haunt the doll, they started noticing that things just got even worse after that. So they ended up deciding to contact a priest, who then contacted Ed and Lorraine Warren. For those who don't know, Ed and Lorraine Warren were paranormal investigators, I think from had to be from the 50s all the way up to I think the 80s. I'm not entirely sure. And they were very famous paranormal investigators / demonologists who took on many demonic cases that ended up becoming worldwide famous and still talked about to this day. Basically, they're paranormal investigator legends. I absolutely love them. And for those who didn't know, if you have watched the first Conjuring movie, they, in the very, very beginning, they did have a little bit of kind of I don't know how to explain it, but in the beginning, it showed them working with the Annabell case briefly in the beginning of the first Conjuring movie. So just a little, if you were curious, if you have ever seen the first Conjuring movie, yeah. Also, I have talked about the real Conjuring case in this video. You guys should go check it out. Also, Lorraine Warren had a psychic medium gift. Anyways, the Warrens got involved with the Annabelle case, and they stated that they believed that there was a demonic force trying to find a human force inside Annabelle. This is actually the real Warren statement when they were talking about this case. Spirits do not possess inanimate objects like houses or toys. They possess people. An inhuman spirit can attach itself to a place or object, and this is what occurred in the Annabelle case. The spirit manipulated the doll and created the illusion of being alive in order to get recognition. Truly, the spirit was not looking to stay attached to the doll. It was looking to possess a human host. The Warrens believed at the time that the demonic spirit was trying to possess the humans from it moving on its own to materialization with the post-it cards and all the way to lose Scratch. But the question you may be wondering is, where is the doll now? The Warrens ended up taking the Annabelle doll and having a priest exorcise the house after they took the doll, and they brought her and kept her in their home. But the doll now, because Ed and Lorraine Warren have passed away since then, but the doll now is at the Occult Museum. I hope I'm saying that right. The Occult Museum holds many paranormal artifacts from Ed and Lorraine Warren, and I can't remember if it's at their house, but the museum is located in Monroe, Connecticut. So when they took the doll, they put it in a glass case and has stayed in there to this day. And on the box, it says, "Warning, positively do not open." And no one, from what I know, hasn't opened it since. Now, yes, that doll is terrifying, and everything in that museum is probably haunted. But I still really want to go there. I'm crazy. I forgot to mention this in my Crescent Hotel video. If you have not watched that yet, go watch it. I would love to go to the Crescent Hotel, and I would love to go to the Occult Museum, because I love Ed and Lorraine Warren. I love the Conjuring movies. They're my favorite horror movies. But yeah, I know I'm crazy. I really want to go. But that is where the doll remains to this day. Okay, hi, this is Editing Lily, and I just noticed that my video is actually pretty short from my usual lengths of my videos, so I thought I had a couple of bloopers from this video that I might as well show because I think they're kind of funny. But yeah, enjoy. It's not as easy as it looks. For those who love movies, Annabelle is usually a top-picked movie among those who love a spooky scare. Crud. Okay. Donna would leave the doll on the couch when she left for work, and then when she would come back in her bedroom with the door shut. Which I think is that's why you don't do makeup looks in black everything. Okay. Good. Okay. Except for the doll. they gave the spirit haunting the doll permanent, like, they gave the, for those who don't know, Ed and Lorraine okay. They're what? Okay. When they were told that. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked that video, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button and maybe subscribe. If there's any other paranormal cases that you want me to talk about, or any other makeup looks you want me to do, let me know down below in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!